Case People versus Thomas Styron. Here we go.
The public defender of Otello Totella on behalf of Mr. Styron, who stands to my left. Well, let's talk to the judge about that, right?
Mr. Sinatra for the people.
We've been through this. Seems to be some confusion.
What's the confusion?
I stated multiple times on the record that I wish to represent myself.
Well, I thought we got rid of that issue the last time.
Yeah, I thought so too. I spoke to this gentleman right here and expressed my wish to represent myself as well.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want you, I mean, we'll figure that out in a moment. So, Mr. Styron, we're going to go through this again. What do we want to do in this case? You understand what you're charged with, sir?
So, I understand what the charges are against me, yeah.
Okay, look, you're going to have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
you understand, first of all, that if you do indeed direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to witness one of the most explosive courtroom exchanges as sovereign citizen antics collide head-on with Judge Simpson's no-nonsense style. Right from the jump, the defendant tries to dodge responsibility with word games, but the judge cuts straight through it. The tension is instant. The warning is sharp, and before long, contempt of court is already on the table. This is how you set the tone in a courtroom.
Court calls the case of the people versus tyrants. Recall.
Mr. Sinatra for the people.
State your name.
my name is Thomas Styron. I live in man.
Mr. Styron, you are before the court. You have elected to represent yourself. I do have to advise you that you have 3 counts against you. The first count is that of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
This is under the assumption that you're compelling me to identify as Thomas York Styron, the legal entity on this case.
I believe that you are. Do you understand the nature of the charge, sir?
I don't understand how the name you have on the case and who I am, it's 2 different people.
I have a complaint, Thomas Styron II. Do you understand that that individual is charged with fleeing and eluding 3rd degree?
So,
Do you understand the nature of that charge? You just need to answer my question.
for the record,
Take him back, and when he decides he wants to cooperate, we'll bring him back. Maybe. I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days!
All right, guys, this is where things start to heat up even more. The defendant can't resist pushing his luck, smirking and laughing at the judge's authority, thinking he's untouchable. Judge Simpson isn't having any of it, and the sharp threat of jail time comes down hard. The room turns cold in seconds, and the sovereign's confidence suddenly looks a lot more fragile. It's a brutal reminder that disrespecting court comes at a price.
Thomas Styron II.
Mr. Sinatra for the people.
Styron, you are before the court on a felony complaint that does allege count 1. And I'm going to presume, since you do not want to answer the court's questions, that you understand English and understand what I'm saying. You are before the court on 3 charges. Count 1 is the charge of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree. Under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code, that is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court cost, and would require the Secretary of State to suspend your license for up to 1 year upon conviction. Count 2 is assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer. That is a felony or high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years incarceration and or a $2,000 fine plus court costs. Count 3 is a misdemeanor offense of operating with a license suspended, denied, and or revoked. That is a misdemeanor as indicated, punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Your vehicle could be subject to immobilization. Since you refused previously to answer my acknowledgement as to whether you understand that, I will assume that you understand what you're charged with.
Now we move into classic sovereign citizen word salad. This is where he starts spinning nonsense about being a living man versus a legal entity. But Judge Simpson has heard it all before, and he isn't about to waste court time. After giving him a chance to cooperate, the judge makes the call to have him taken away. The spectacle of defiance meets the reality of handcuffs, and the weight of authority hits harder than any argument he can invent.
You are also entitled to be represented by counsel at this and all subsequent proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney would be provided at public expense to represent you in this matter. You are entitled, as indicated, to be represented at this proceeding, all subsequent proceedings, including your preliminary examination, and if the matter were to proceed by trial, you would be entitled to counsel. It is, as we have gone through with the previous proceedings, the court's understanding that you do not wish to be represented by counsel, and that this matter will then proceed forth with you representing yourself. I have to advise you that in representing yourself, the court will make the presumption that you understand the Michigan court rules, those regarding both procedure and those regarding evidence. The court will not be providing any legal assistance to you during the course of those proceedings, and will hold you to the same standards that I would hold an attorney representing or practicing before this court. So, with all of that, and with the court's understanding that you do not want to be represented by counsel, I will set this matter for its next proceeding.
You understand I'm the beneficiary, not the trustee, right?
Minutes. This part shows exactly why Judge Simpson is respected for his patience, yet feared for his decisiveness. The defendant's arrogance finally earns him the ultimate consequence: 30 days in jail for contempt. It's the classic play stupid games, win stupid prizes moment, where the defendant's mockery transforms instantly into punishment. Viewers get to see that in this courtroom. The rules are simple: respect the process or face the consequences.
That will be the preliminary examination. I will set the preliminary examination. Has discovery been provided to the defendant?
Your Honor, he was previously represented by the public defender. I don't know if he turned over the paperwork to him.
Does anybody from the public defender's office know whether or not the defendant has been provided discovery? Mr. Odetella. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, we have the discovery. I have not been able to share that discovery with Mr. Steyer, and I tried to speak with him and go over it, but I'd be happy to turn that over to him at the first available.
All right. If you would either turn that over to the court officer so that they can provide that to Mr. Steyer so that he has the discovery, and if you could do that today, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm setting the preliminary examination. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The people would have their witnesses available June 11th. Set this matter for preliminary examination in person, June 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Defendant, as he was leaving the courtroom the last time, the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days. The defendant will serve that sentence. The court will sign the judgment of sentence regarding the contempt.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Here, the courtroom slows down just enough for the judge to lay it all out in black and white. 3 charges, ranging from serious felonies to misdemeanors, are clearly read into the record. Simpson explains the rights he's waiving by representing himself, warning that there will be no special treatment. This moment is both sobering and powerful. The judge essentially hands him a roadmap, and yet the sovereign still chooses the hardest possible path forward.
So first of all, watch your language.
You're treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a Cess QV trust matter involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? Go figure.
Mr. Styron, or whoever you wish to be addressed as, I'd suggest that you watch yourself because there's going to be more time coming. You keep it up.
You're
You will
presuming
learn
that
how to conduct yourself appropriately in these proceedings in this courtroom and before me. You will not in any manner whatsoever
You're trying to
disrespect
compel me to be somebody I'm not.
or this
You
institution.
have no evidence
It will not
to prove that
happen.
I'm who you say I
You
am.
will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see. We'll see him on the 6th. Bond continued.
Finally, the showdown reaches its climax. The defendant launches into bizarre trust and strawman arguments, desperately trying to dodge accountability. Judge Simpson isn't fazed for a second. His firm warning slices through the nonsense, promising even more jail time if the antics continue. It's a crushing finish that leaves no doubt who controls the courtroom. And that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.